That's his problem. Come back in a bit. Let's through this surgeon. Good pull, well done. There we go, come on. On up, whoa, got a big sideways. Good pull, well done. Coming in now. There's the new front, and right it goes. So for the next one down on the track. Good down. Here we go. Good pull, just short of the line again. Then I'll stay working well, stopping them in. Put the front wheels up that back. Very good start. Trying to pick up a bit of dust already though. Come on, Kerry. Keep it going. Ooh, that's making him work. Really working for it now. No, he's losing traction. Don't give up. Come on, Kerry. No. So that's enough. Get a good pull on the run. Come on, Stuart. Here we go. Somewhere around 80 metres. Talking about the ground conditions, if you come down, you've got one wheel spinning up the left pass and the other can do the digital on the ground. Very good, there we go. Here we go. Good fella, right? That age, I'd be difficult to start as well, wouldn't I? Lots of controls on this as well, which make it even more difficult, like pumping the oil through and things like that. So, the quadrant with the kickstart is outside, which is unusual on the bike as well. But yeah.
Yeah, that's Staffordshire, I think. Thank you very much. Thanks very much for the motorcycle. Really good. And I'll now hand you back to... He's not there. I can't hand you back to John because he's not there. But, anyway, thank you very much.
Two-stroke engines that were used for all sorts of equipment. And the trustee coming up behind here, that's got the same larger version of the same type of engine. There's the Massey Harris 44 Special. Of course, they produced one, the 744 PET with a Perkins diesel. Perkins diesels were very popular for tractor use. A lot of the Fords and Rangers, the E27Ns, were converted to Perkins L4 or P6 engines. John Deere going out there, the Popping Johnny or the Johnny Popper diesel engine. Trailer appropriately has military vehicle wheels, I think. That's all right, George. He doesn't know where the voice is coming from, does he? I had the same thing with my little granddaughter last week. There we are. Thank you, Land Girls, for all you've done this weekend. Not just in the haymaking. We've got the little coast going by and the Massey Ferguson 35. When I went over the flying field about 15-20 minutes ago, the seagulls were having a whale of a time. There's the Mercedes. We forget, of course, that these companies like Mercedes made tractors. I mean, Lamborghini made tractors. And Ferrari certainly did at one time. I'm not sure whether they still do, but a lot of the companies that were well known for other things. And David Brown, of course, were well known, still well known for the Aston Martin. If you come across an Aston Martin DB2, DB4, DB6, DB9, whatever it is, the DB stands for David Brown. Nuffield 460, Nuffield was the origin of the JCB as well. Nice early cab on that one. Much more protection from the weather than the safety cab that we had later. Nuffield became Leyland, of course, and the last version of the 465 we're going past there, a lot of the earlier Leylands had that styling, but of course painted blue. And then the Fordson Model N has to be one of my favourite tractors. Look at that little square hole in the top of the cast radiator surround there. That was designed for the Land Girls because you had to take sparking plugs apart in those days using two spanners to clean them up and so on. And the girls found it difficult very often to manipulate the spanners to take them apart. So you simply put the plug into that hole and put the spanner on the end you wanted to turn. There we are. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people want to know that. And of course, when you were working in the field, the Fordson Model N often had a blind, a radiator blind on the front, and they worked best when they were boiling. next thing we're going to have in the main arena is going to be the commercial vehicles. So commercial owners and drivers. Then of course we have the AEC bus. Well, this is the AEC Matador, owned by Nigel Black from Wellington. And this was a very, very much loved wartime vehicle. And last year was the first time at this rally we got them together. And it's nice to be here all together again. They were never together in their working days or anything, but well, they both started life in Devon within a year of each other. Enjoying the house F88. Very, very popular vehicle this was. Popular 40 brake horsepower. See the fifth wheel on there? And those little pipes for connecting the air. Back in 1949 as well. And I'm not old enough to know what it was, but a friend of my mother has worked on the local farm. In the hills where they were clearing sheep. And we travelled in the back of a four-wheel drive vehicle. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't big enough to be an ex-army lorry. It couldn't have been a jeep because we climbed it over the back. So I like to think it was my first introduction to a Land Rover, and it's always been my ambition.